Hi everyone, this is Al.Williams for Real here, presenting with the link agency of I Got Something to Say. And before we go, just know we're celebrating a year. Last week was a year for us. And I'm appreciative of the fans, like 200 subscribers to YouTube and like the 5,000 followers on Instagram. It's the small things, like the growth. It's the growth for me. Anyway. Come on,
Williams for Real here, and as you know, I got something to say. You might like it, you might love it, you might even hate it, but anything you stand might be in. So just comment below. If you don't know me already, I'm Al Williams for Real here, and as you know, I got something.
So welcome to I Got Something to Say, you guys. And before we get into Black Ticks, just make sure to be a part of the full I Got Something to Say experience, that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Because if you want to be a part of the experience, you want to know exactly what's going on the show. You can see all of our posts there first. If you want to actually be a part of the voting experience of I Got Something to Say, make sure you subscribe to our Instagram. Now, one thing great about our Instagram is that you can vote in our story. Tell us exactly what you want to talk about, exactly what you want to hear, and just let us know your voice. Like, let your voice be heard, like actually vote, like real life. And then next thing you want to do, if you like to have fun like we do, follow us on our Facebook pages. We have fun over there too. Anyway, let's get into Black Ticks.
Black Ticks, the activity associated with the governance of African American lives and or when our culture is entangled in political propaganda with a negative outcome.
This is my favorite segment, Black Ticks. So before we even get started with holidays that's coming up, let's talk about the holidays that's, like right now, like Juneteenth. How was your Juneteenth? Because, in Chocolate Travelers, if you're not a part of Chocolate Travelers, it's a link agency sister entity. It's a traveling group. We travel all around the world with people of chocolate descent. So you can follow us on our Facebook group at facebook.com/group/chocolate travelers with the S. So anyway, going forward, Juneteenth, celebrated like it's something you should celebrate because they passed a national holiday here in the States. And we want to know what does that mean for us besides us just being off of work? We want to make sure the voter suppression they're trying to pass is pushed away. Maybe the voting rights bill that they're trying to pass should be pushed in there. It's so many things that they could be doing. I mean, I'm appreciative of the holiday, but there's so many things you should be like trying to do to make sure we all celebrate freedom. Okay, some other things you might have missed. Let's talk about how Kamala Harris was actually at Pride. And she was the first vice president to participate, the first person that's actually sitting in office to participate in Pride. And you know how I feel love is love. So I think that's amazing. Like, I love it. Also, let's talk about how the Olympics in Tokyo had a statement that they didn't want anything to be seen with Black Lives Matter. You can't do anything to show protesting and all that stuff. Well, the great thing about all that is Black lives do matter because every Black person is killing it at the Olympics. Are you watching like the track and field, the like swimming, everything, every sport, we're killing it. Like even the gymnasts are. Anyway, I can go on and on. And let's talk about Derek Chauvin.
A period of 270 months.
Derek Chauvin basically tried to appeal his actual sentencing, but then he got 22 years, which is only going to face 15 of those 22 years on good behavior.
Abuse of a position of trust and authority.
I'm just going to leave it alone and say it just wasn't enough. So let's move on to things that you should be paying attention to because those things prior was just things that you could have missed since we missed each other, and I've always missed you, so I have to catch you up. But with that being said, let's talk about TikTok and this strike from the Black culture and the Black content creators. Have you noticed how a lot of the dancers and the Black content creators haven't been posting a lot lately? If you haven't paid attention to it, you should.
Over the weekend, several Black women TikTok creators announced that they were going on strike.
Pay attention to this strike because it's very vital to our culture. Especially when it comes to financial stability and generational wealth when it comes to our creation. Because our content is very important. Ooh, and before we end on the last topic in Black Ticks, I want to tell you about Convos with Rhea and Al. I'm getting into podcasting. If you want to know anything about the BET Awards and how I think about those celebrities and what I think about those celebrities, go right on over to Convos with Rhea and Al and check us out. Our first show is going to be on July 7th, 2021. Check us out. So let's get into this last subject. And this has nothing to do with politics or anything. This just has something to do with something I'm interested in. Did you notice how TD Jakes and Tyler Perry have come together to buy the rest of the land that he prior purchased to create what he has now, which is the Tyler Perry Studios? Well, TD Jakes is getting involved, honey, and getting his coin in there and saying, I want to buy the rest of the land. And we're going to make this a big mega, here in Texas, he has a mega center church, like 2 mega center churches, if I'm not mistaken, here in Texas. And they are huge. Like gigantic. I can only imagine what they're going to build in Atlanta. And 2 big minds like that, Y'all better watch out. Let's go.